trains open up so many possibilities that we just in this country aren't as aware of, because we made decisions so many years ago that have led to these generations since not even knowing the effects, the positive effects that trains can have. A whole generation or more has gone by, I don't think, since my parents were kids when there were last trains running to these places.
Many states around the Midwest have invested in passenger rail. Michigan, Illinois, Wisconsin, Missouri, and they've seen these trains fill up overnight. We believe the same can happen in Minnesota too.
Trains will bring us tourism. They will bring us tourism for all these great amenities we have. I think that it'll work both ways and vitalize our central Minnesota region.
We've got family in Chicago and other, well, none of our family's local, so being able to not have to drive 5 or 6 hours in the car and take the train instead would be a lot more enjoyable, I think, for all of us.
Railways are actually part of the future. They are a very cost-efficient way of moving people and goods with a very low climate footprint. Trains are 40 to 50% more energy efficient than cars, and the greenhouse gas emissions are much less.
It's not just about Twin Cities to Chicago or Twin Cities to Duluth or Twin Cities to Fargo. It's about all the intermediate stops that are very important too, well spaced so that the people who live in between these places can get to those places as well.
If people make their voices heard that it's an option that they want in this country and in this state, I think it would be sustainable. I think people would use it. It just has to be there.
To make this a reality in Minnesota, we need funding from the state legislature. Through the recently passed Infrastructure Jobs Act that U.S. Congress passed, there's a lot of money available for states to access. So what Minnesota needs to do is to provide the matching funds to get those grants.
So you take that, which just enhances travel within the cities, and you expand that to cities beyond, hundreds of miles away. You start creating network effects that make this just such a game changer for people's lives here in the Twin Cities and beyond.
I think if trains were subsidized to the extent that every other mode of transportation is, it would be a completely different story. Certainly other countries demonstrate that it's possible.
The timing is now as the demographics of the state change. There's more elderly, there's more families, college students use passenger rail, and so a lot of these groups prefer not to drive or fly or can't. And so this mobility option is a real need in the state, and so that's why we're pushing for it, and that's why we're really excited about the promise of more passenger rail.